Yo, what's up, everybody? Going live for the first time in a while, and I'm doing a quick challenge that I saw from Pro, the uh, the token that was launched. They had a challenge that they put out there to make like a Farcaster mini app that has an NFT Marketplace in it. I forgot what the deadline is. Oh, you got to get it in by Tuesday, it looks like. I just want to see how far I can get using AI, like as much AI as I can. So and I think one of the rules is you need a domain too. You can't just use like a Vercel domain. So I bought monalista.xyz, and that's my NFT marketplace here. And you can see I've started a little bit. I wanted to get like enough code together where the AIs would know what they're doing. But from here on out, I kind of just want to do it all with AI, and I'm timing myself here. I need to start a timer because I need to dip out of here in like 25 minutes. Build an NFT marketplace mini app in 25 minutes. All right. Let's see, can we show it? Yeah. Okay. So now that we've got that rocking, it looks like we're live. Let's see how far we get. So I'm using this tool called Codex. It like runs agents in the background. You just tell it what to do. And I've set up my Next.js app already, and I put it on Vercel. And I did one feature where you could like make direct listings. Well, the direct listings at least show up here. So you could see like the price, the token, the quantity, connect your wallet. Now I want to do auctions and I want to do offers. But let's see how far we get with the next 25 minutes here using Codex. So if you never used Codex before, you could like create an environment, get extra big for the stream. Create an environment. I'm going to use my Mona Lisa repo. This is an NFT marketplace in a Farcaster frame. Okay, I could add secrets. I don't think I need to right now. I wonder how like useful that is for the agents. Let me add it off screen for now. Let me add my environment variables off screen here. That was the raffle. This is the one I want. Okay. I'm gonna just click add. Can I add them a bunch at once? I can. Great. And why didn't it take my public URL? Okay. It looks like they actually hide them for me, which is nice. So I could put this on screen, I guess. So I'll bring it back over. All right, so now I'm going to turn this on. What's this do? It exposes your environment to security risks. I'll turn that off. Okay, let's create the environment. All right, so now it's creating, or I've created my environment for my Codex agents to work in. So let's go there. Let's switch it to Mona Lisa. I want to archive these other ones that I was doing for a different project. Okay. Cool. Now, I think the first thing that I want to do is set up a way for you to like create the direct listing. So let me do that. And let me also get some music bumping in here a little bit. Right, so let's see. I think there's one thing code base that might confuse the AI, so I want to get rid of that first. In the constants ABI, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't think we're using it anywhere. If this builds, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, we're not importing this anymore. All right, so if you're tuning in just now, we're making an NFT Marketplace in a Farcaster frame, and we're doing it in 25 minutes or less with AI. I think this is going to work. All right, let's just push that up. Remove unnecessary code. All right. First thing I want to see if it could do is like make a create direct listing page. So let's do that. This is not where I want to be. All right, create a way for the user to make a direct listing. It's a little bigger for you. Whoa, whoa. Use the third web extension for the contract interactions. Use the transaction button, just like we do in the direct listing page. Users should be able to specify the NFT token address, the ID, and the price of the direct listing. So there's actually like a dashboard for this already. Let me see if I can find it. I think I exit out of it. So I have this little dashboard where I could do this already. So let's see. Let's just see like how far this gets with some bad prompts. All right. While that's working, I want to see if it can make the list of auctions too. So make another list on the home page for auctions. These are different than direct listings. Auctions should be listed below the direct listings list, and use a similar card just like the direct listings card. Clicking on the card should take you to the auction page. This page should look very similar to the direct listing page. Use the third web extensions for the contract interactions. I think that's probably about it. Let's see how far this one gets. All right, so we have one agent that's working on creating a button that lets you make a direct listing. We have another one that's working on adding auctions. Let me think here. I don't think we're gonna get to like being able to see everything that's in your wallet. We can do like a task for yeah, well, we could try it. Trying to think of like how that would look. Yeah, so like this is what it looks like right now. Oh, offers. So allow, or so for that, we're going to need like, a way to show like collections on the page. Like an offer, people make offers on things that are not listed yet. So, oh, we've got a feature here. Let's take a look at it first before we move on to offers. Introduce the new page allowing users to create marketplace listings, fields for token address, ID, and price. Create a listing button on the home page. All right, let's see what it looks like. All right, so a little bit. This looks unrelated here. All right, so this is just a button under the connect button that takes you to a create listing page. I guess that's fine. Not really a huge fan of where that's placed, but whatever. All right, so I wonder, can I can comment on the code. That's nice. All right, so let's do this. Let's say like move this button next to the for sale header in the direct listings list and put it at, and we'll use the word justify, and justify it to the end of the header. All right. Wow, this is really cool. I haven't used the comment feature yet in Codex. So let's see here. The listing page. So like this parse ether stuff is not good. We should be using the token information. So I don't know what's it using it for. Yeah, it's parsing the price. Not all listings will be in ether or in ETH. The user should be able to paste in a token address. In the future, we'll make it a picker. We should fetch the currency metadata via third web to figure out the symbol and the decimals of the token. Instead of parsing ether, we should use the 2 units method and specify the decimals from the token contract. Okay. Let's see what else did it do here. Yeah, this is just fields for all this other stuff. Yeah, like as mentioned. I wonder if like that should just be a follow-up to let them do in any yeah, let's just do that in a follow-up. We'll just have we'll just do ether for now. In that case, like I'm not totally upset with like the placement of this. Let's just see what happens if I do this, like move the direct listing button as specified in the comment. And then we come back here. This one's done now. The auction's done. So we're reviewing that. So that's really cool. We're going to have like multiple things happening in the background. And all you're really doing is just like reviewing stuff. All right. So right under the auction, or sorry, right under the direct listings list, he made an auction list. Cool. There's English auctions. Maybe there's Dutch auctions as well on the contract. All right, so we're fetching it on the client side. Maybe not the best with the RPCs, but we can fix that later. All right, looks very similar to the direct listing one, but here all these transactions should be on the minimum bids. All right, cool. And then can you create a bid here? What's this calling? Buyout auction. Oh, so buy it right away. And then you can cancel. Okay, so it's just basically minimum bids and buyouts. Can we do like maybe in the follow-up, we'll have them be able to do any kind of bid. All right, and now the list is just a card. All right, Cool. Let's make this pull request, view it on GitHub. This should actually push it to a Vercel preview link. I should be able to look at it and see how it looks like on the site. So let's take a look at that. Actually, you can click view. Here's all the code, and it's deploying to Vercel right now. Let's see. Did this one get back to us? It did. Okay. I don't like these indents. I don't know why it's doing that, but it did put the button right where we wanted it to go, which is great. All right, so we're going to make that a pull request too. And now we can see in about a little less than a minute that should show up. In the meantime, I'm thinking about a follow-up to the auction creation. We should be able to let them create in any token. Well, it's actually this one, the direct listing thing. So it'll be for both. We'll make one pull request for both, but let's get that code in first. All right, it's got an error. So this isn't actually a real thing. Let's see, what does the contract have? If I read it, is it just valid auctions? Yeah, it's just valid listings and valid auctions. Okay, so let's tell it that. Let's actually give it the ABI, and hopefully that helps it figure out what's going on here. Could be a big ABI, we'll see. Here's the ABI for the marketplace contract. There is no English auction. Let me just put that there. Get valid, what was it using? Get all valid English auctions, it's not right. There is no, just get all valid auctions. All right, so it's gonna follow up with that. Let's see how it does there. And then you come back here. The other one should be building. Okay. Ooh, this one failed too. That was the one we just looked at. Why did this one fail? Big int, not a, okay. So it's probably, let's take a look where it's passing the big int. All right, so we could have it just give it the error. There is a build error. Let's just give it that and just see how it does there. Okay, so now it's working on the tasks there. How are we doing on time? Not great, not great. Let's see if we get these two in, merge them, and then see if we can get the token currency thing fixed where you can like make the auction in any currency. Let's see what happens. So Daniel Robots wants to build a music app type thingy. How easy? This AI stuff, not too bad. All right, this one's almost done. Let's take a look. Let's just update the branch right away so it starts building. What did we even ask this one to do? That's the other thing. Why did this one fail in the beginning? Oh, look at all this. Yeah, even make bid. All this other stuff is not going to work either. All right, so let's what's this? Yeah. So make sure you are only, wait, let's see what this cancel. Yeah. Using functions that are actually exported. Yeah, so you can see it's not perfect. All right, this one's back. Let's see. All right. What was wrong with the big int? It was due to the parse ether returning a big int. Now it returns a string. Yeah, now it's doing a little toString at the end there. Okay. Yep, little toString at the end. Great. That'll build, and we'll take a look to see what that looks like. I do have to bail soon. I can't be doing this all night. I gotta go somewhere. Let's see, did we actually go live on Farcaster too? Cool Beans is the man. Where's Stream TV? I thought it would see if my RMTP worked. Looks like it. No, it doesn't look like it did. No. Oh well. Could also pull these branches down. This one should be up in a sec. All right, it is. Let's take a look at it. I already see the create listing right here. All right, perfect. Let's make one and see if it worked. Let me just go to the OpenSea profile, see what I have in here. Let's do like a base color. All right, so I'll copy the address of base colors, paste it in there. In the future, we'll be able to make it like a nice picker. 17401, and the price will be like 3 zeros. All right, let's see if this worked. Oh, the actual contract address, not the URL. Now, this might actually work. You need to approve first, right? Or maybe I've already done base colors to this contract before, so. All right, but that worked. That showed up. Now, did I just list that for like a ton of ETH? That doesn't seem right. How does that logic work? I don't like the way it's doing that at all. That's so weird. All right, let's comment on that. Just instead of using parse ether, just use 2 units from the third web utils. We are placing, or we are setting prices way larger than expected. Okay. So let's take a look at the other one that came back while that's working. Let's just push it up so it starts building. This was using a bunch of weird, yeah, even get English auction is not going to be a thing. Right? Is there a read here? Is there a get auction? Yeah. There's a get auction. Right? Actually, let's make sure we're get English auction. No, let's just get auction, right? Yeah, there is a get auction function, but not a get English auction. I'm going to give it that ABI one more time. I can't stress this. Well, make sure the imports you are using actually exist. Yeah, and what else did it not like? All right, so just that one. I think that might be the last one before that one starts to work again. All right, this is almost done here. In the meantime, I'll cancel this. I'll see if the canceling is still working well. All right, cool. I also noticed that on this page, like it has like this little, it needs a little bit of padding up there. Let's just make like a nice, slick, easy one for this thing to figure out. So like on the direct listing, actually, I don't want to like cause conflicts here. Let's just do it one at a time here. All right, so this had that we asked it to do the 2 units here. Did it 2 units? Nice. All right, great. It's just hard coding 18 for now. That's fine. So I'm only really juggling like 2 tasks at a time right now, but one thing that we'll want to do is see if like we can commit these 2 things, and then we can start doing even more concurrently. Maybe tomorrow I can hop on and do a little bit more with Codex. Ooh, we got another failure. All right, we did that. We did it again. It was expecting a string. It should be building these honestly before it's pushing up. Maybe it's the environment that's not set up right. Doesn't look like it failed. All right, so it looks like we're missing some stuff in the environment, which is probably why it's not doing so hot. All right. So now we asked it to not use the English auction. Now it's just using get auction. Cool. All right, let's see if this thing builds. And once this builds, I think that's it for me. I do have to hop off. It's the final minute song. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? I wish it would build. Maybe it's my environment that's not set up right. Did it do here? All right, using the string, great. All right, yeah, you got to approve that first. All right, these are not building. Bad stream. I wish it would just build before it would push these things up. All right, let's see. Yeah, this didn't have display value. I thought that's... All right, I thought that's why it failed last time. .16 of the auction page. Yeah. So what the heck is it thinking? All right, boy. All right, I think I'm gonna have to stop here if this build fails. Then chalking this stream up as an L. I was getting better. I was using a different environment and it was getting much better results. Maybe it needs that internet access, honestly. Yeah, it needs that internet access. All right. All right, the stream is scrapped. Tomorrow we'll get him.